Friends of model trains, welcome to another video in our Digital for Beginners series. Today's video is about the new Z21 multiMAUS and the multiMAUS update 2.0. So what's new, and what's different? And what can you do with these new products? Recently, the Z21 multiMAUS has been made available in a new, light grey design. We are frequently asked whether this is now a completely new mouse. What's different on it? What's it capable of? Technically, this mouse is just the same following the update as the red or grey ones. Before, the red mouse was used for Roku and the dark grey one for FLEISCHMANN. It was therefore decided to stop producing two different mice and to have one common mouse in light grey. So there's only one housing now, but technically the device is exactly the same mouse. That's why what I'm about to show here regarding the update also applies for the old mice. But I'm just going to take the current version here. What do I have to observe during the update? And what's new on the update? Using this update, you can switch up to 31 functions plus light, so that's a total of 32 functions. So that these functions can be integrated into the mouse, the master function in the mouse has to be deactivated. This means that if you still have the older multiMAUS amplifier, 10761, 10764, you can no longer connect a mouse with the latest update to the master. Then you need a mouse with version 1.5 on the master device, and you can connect a mouse with version 2.0 to the slave connection. In the Z21, this happens immediately because on the Z21 is always the master and all connected devices, whether the app or the multiMAUS, are slave devices. What does this master function mean? Our multiMAUS amplifier has two connectors, one the master and one the slave. One mouse always has to be connected in the master. This is basically the main mouse, and all the others represent sub-mice or slave mice, and are connected at the slave connector. I've prepared something to show you here. One is a mouse with the 1.5 update, and the other is a mouse with the 2.0 update. If I insert the mouse with the latest 2.0 update into the master, the Z21 multiMAUS welcome screen comes up. Then version 2.0 is shown, and no master is shown in the ticker text. This means that this mouse is not a master and that you therefore can't do anything with it. So how do you solve this issue? Simply connect a mouse with the 1.5 update to the master. Then the control menu will appear immediately, and address 3 is shown. If you now connect the white mouse with the 2.0 update to the slave output, you can see that the control menu is also shown here. Then you can use both mice again. So it's important to leave one mouse in version 1.5 for the old amplifier. All the other mice can be updated to 2.0. Here's another difference between the two mice. On the old mice, the display was backlit in green, and on the current one, the display is white. In order to update, the latest maintenance tool has to be downloaded from the Z21 website and connected with the control center. Then you'll see the multiMAUS update 2.0. But you can select whether you want to download the version 2.0 or 1.5. If a mouse has been updated to version 2.0, but then you notice that you still have an old amplifier, you can select version 1.5 here and check the Force Downgrade box. Then the older firmware will be downloaded onto the multiMAUS amplifier again. Another little tip, even if you have uploaded the version 2.0, the master will stipulate how many functions the mouse can utilize. Because there are a maximum of 28 possible functions in the master mouse, you will not be able to call up more than 28 functions with the slave mouse. That means that if you want to use all 31 functions, you need the Z21. So, here we have the Z21. It doesn't matter where you connect the mouse. Like I said, the Z21 is always the master and both are slave connectors, and therefore the mouse functions at both outputs. Now you can call up 30 functions. The first functions can be found as usual by holding down Shift 1 to 10 and pressing twice for 1 to 20. Now you will see a flashing arrow for 21 to 30. To obtain the 31st function, hold down menu, Shift again. now the function group 3 or third level is shown. Confirm this, and you have F31, representing the 31 functions which you can switch. Theoretically, it's possible to extend the mouse now to up to 100 functions. Whether that would make sense, or whether it will eventually be the case, we don't know. In practice, we've seen that really it's the first level which is used most frequently and then perhaps the second. All the other functions are really more for the PC controller, where much of them can be called up via automatic. In manual driving operation, it all gets a bit complicated. And that was it from me on the Z21 multiMAUS 2.0 update. Thanks for tuning in and see you next time.